As I was saying on this night, one man will walk out tall out of this place. And I don't know if it is going to be Dahyour already or YemiXP on the goals scored so far. YemiXP is way ahead of everybody. Over 10 goals difference. It will take a miracle to knock him out of that place, considering the fact that the man that is next to him has actually played his last match. So ladies, so gentlemen, it is what it is. A goal scorer has a highest goal scorer has emerged. A third place finisher has emerged. Now the remaining two men, where do they finish? Where do they end up? That is the question we are going to be answering. I will leave you in the hands of the commentary team in no time, where I can tell you for free, our commentator has employed the services of King Aaron's, and he's going to be running us through with him. The two of them will be running us through this game and taking us on as it goes. So ladies, so gentlemen, I'm leaving you in the capable, reliable, ever trustworthy hands of our commentator, Mr. Gabriel and King Aaron's. Let them take us through this one. And when we come again, we will be crowning the champion we came here to crown. Take it away from me.
Yes, it's the final. Yeah, at the Johnny Minutes, Season 2, Episode 3. And I can tell you, we have a king here, sitting with me right here in the commentary booth. And the man, King Aaron himself, is kind of a London commentary booth today. Myself being a Chelsea fan and King Aaron's being an Arsenal fan. A great one here. We'll be diving into the game between Dahyour and YemiXP. But from both players, what will you say you've seen from both of them that has actually impressed you so far?
Okay, for Yemi is already a seasoned veteran. You know, I already said that he can take this tournament. You know, this is his night and everything. But Dahyour is someone that no one expected to reach this level. No one looked at him like, oh, this one is someone that we should be watching for. You know, they were all looking at Olga. They are looking at Hanif, and nobody looked at
previous
Dahyour.
champions.
Previous champions. So I think that's something special about this particular, Johnny Minutes, this particular night, is that the underdogs, people that no one knew about, are showing things this night to people. That see, there are people you don't know, but there are people that are there. Put a statement down.
Yes. When you come into this nest, you have to write your own story. And as King Aram just said right here, we are seeing shocks. We've seen heartbreaks. The champions have been knocked out. But now we'll be looking for our first winner here for the episode 3 here at the Johnny Mini Season 2, episode 3. We will bring in the champion the final very soon to see how this classic is going to unfold here at the nest. We already heard that Yemi is already on leading the goal scoring charts with about 10 goals. Knowing that as an opponent, coming to knowing that your opponent scores a lot of goals, how are you looking to lock up shop and make sure that you don't concede those high amount of goals?
This year in FC 26, I do not advise anybody to enter a match looking to defend. Do not try that. You're going to shoot yourself in the leg. This game is score, and outscore. All the pro matches, when Anders wins 10, the opponent will score like 3 or 4. So they always score. So don't come to defend, come to score.
A great one right there from King Aras. He clearly knows what it means to score goals. Yeah, the Johnny Minis. What were the players are setting up their formation? For you can see now, YemiXP went to the Liverpool team. I think so. One thing we noticed before for him was using Chiesa as the top 9. We saw with you using Merino as your old top 9. But what was the reason behind that?
Okay, Merino is a center mid and a striker. He has the false 9 role, and also he has incisive tiki-taka and low dribbling. That's why. Yeah.
Basically, what else do you need in the game if you have all that? Yes, and the final is on the way. Yeah, between Dahyour and YemiXP. Which of these two men will be crowned the champion today? No one wants to be the runner-up. It's good pressing, even from the game from the beginning area from Yemi already. Trying to make sure he doesn't leave in that space, because we know how dangerous this Madrid team can be in this like fairytale mode. Oh! Clutch moments right there. Chiesa, the man we're speaking about. Ooh, great movements right there. Gakpo, done. Oh, finesse! The advanced roulette has been abused today. And I can tell you. And I can tell you right now, this man Yemi is taking no prisoners. He knows this is his opportunity to be at the Night of Champions.
Yemi is a very direct. He's just out for the goal, man. He's
Neoni.
not showboating, just out for the goal.
We're seeing the quick counters from Yemi, and you can see how many runs he's triggering right here. Gakpo unable to intercept that pass and get the second goal for Yemi, but King, I think Dahyour needs to just calm down. This is the final, yes, but you still need to take your cool in this game to make sure that even though you don't get the goal in the first half, just make sure you're not too in behind before you go in by halftime.
Yes, I agree with that. I think Dahyour should just slow the game down against him. Don't be very fast. Just play your game. Try to predict him and don't allow him to be intercepting your movements easily. And I think
I understand how when you come to tournaments like this, you've been using something that has been working for you. And one thing that what I'm actually speaking about is the use of Gonzalo for Dahyour here in the game instead of Mbappe as a striker. But when you go to final, how much would you have to look at it that you don't overthink your team selection? Because normally some people might say, okay, I want to go with Mbappe back as a striker, but in this case he's stuck with Gonzalo, and maybe that might eventually work out for him.
From my own experience, I feel, if you went through the group stage, you went through the quarter-final round of 1632 with that same Gonzalo, I think it should work for you in the final. I don't think you should change your mind. Because if you lose, you'll be like, oh, why did you make that change at that moment? But it's a game of risk and everything, but if it works out for you, just have yourself to blame. Oh, the double triangle, trying to find Mo Salah on the move right there. Mbappe. Oh, making that run from the right flank. What's he going to do?
Patience is what's needed from Dahyour. Trying to make sure that he doesn't lose the ball.
Oh, nice bruiser.
This is why I complain about the game too much. It's become too physical. Once the bruiser is being affected right here from the different players, giving away a corner kick is very, very dangerous, especially in the final right now. We know how the corner kick routines work here.
The corner kick routine is not as strong in 95 rated.
But the certain people have actually used it to be successful today, you can see.
There is a different corner kick routine where they throw the ball to the back post and they nod it down. It's only effective when you have people with aerial plus, and no one has a playstyle plus here. So
let's see. Where will the goals come from? We'll be looking for the second goal.
Oh, that's space.
Oh, space right there. Chiesa. I was thinking he was going to stop and give a finesse almost immediately because Dahyour was already turning and trying to flick at that moment. This final, we're looking for that goal. Ooh, we're speaking of that man, Dahyour. We said he needed a goal. He's made sure he's gotten back into the game. Bruiser also coming up, professional foul from Dahyour right here. YemiXP will be looking at why didn't I take chances that I got him before. This game should be 2-0. Well, it's back to 1-1.
Dahyour is defending really
and we are as we were from the beginning. No one wants to lose.
I think Dahyour has understood how to play Yemi. He just needs to slow the game down. Don't be fast.
Ooh, you did unlucky right there for Dahyour. He doesn't know how he missed that. I think, what do you think about Gakpo in the game, especially for the 95 rated one? Because he's not someone who I quite fancy his body type. What's your opinion on that?
I think if he has a CM role, I think that's when he'll be useful. But as a left mid, I don't think I fancy his body type. Unless if he's lengthy. Yeah. I don't know if he's lengthy, but I think it's controlled. I think that's his running style. I think if he was lengthy, then he would have been good. Because lengthy guys are better when you trigger them and you give them the true ball. They are much easier, or they are much better to catch it than the fullback.
We've seen the difference in wingers that Liverpool have employed over the years. We've seen moving from Mane, the type of wingers like Mane, Diaz, those kind of wingers are more kind of direct compared to what Gakpo actually offers in the team. But in this one right now, oh Yemi, ooh, the low dribble finesse right there. This man knows what is at stake.
You know, from the other opponents, they really complain much about how Yemi kept on spamming the low dribble finesse. You know, he doesn't need to face the post; he just gives them his back, and then he finds that arm. He's so deadly with it. Yemi's an experienced
right there, Dahyour trying to find the needle. Let's pass to Gakpo. Player lock into space. Neon. Gakpo. I thought he was going to return that pass right there.
Yes, I think
but he was unable to do that.
Dahyour has been defending really well. You know, he's been composed and he understands that he needs to slow down the game against Yemi to actually win this game. And he's been doing it really well. I don't think the game is over for Dahyour.
Yeah, no, it's still 2-1. Yeah, you can't say it's over at this point.
It's not over, and Yemi is not dominating Dahyour at the same time. So there will still be some upsets.
Yeah, that's a good sign, and even something to even push your confidence in the final like this. You know you're not being totally outplayed by your opponent, but it's just a game of margins. And so far, that's what it's been. Yemi currently leading this one 2-1. Looking for that space. Oh, Gonzalo couldn't find that pass right here with a double triangle being affected. I think Yemi is already trying to maybe rush things too much. Oh, Van Dijk.
Nice defending from Yemi. I see the offside trap with you.
At this moment, for you, do you really do the team press, especially when your opponent has moved to the wings, to try and make sure you contain that moment?
I do it as far as I remember to do it.
Oh, Mo Salah. Great defending again.
Yeah.
We've seen the bruiser come into play multiple times here in this game alone, and that's been a good thing about the match in total. But this one right here, we're looking for more goals. That's what we want. The game has been entertaining so far.
Speaking about the bruiser, it was a nice update from EA to make it more effective because the game was, the attackers were very, very physical. You see Pina pushing down your Van Dijk. So, it was really bad. I hated that thing so much.
Oh, YemiXP! Oh. He knows what that goal means for him.
I think Bright is happier than Yemi.
He did lose to Yemi 8-1. Maybe this might be a redemption for him, saying, okay, at least I lost to someone who eventually became a champion here at the Johnny Minis. Rio Rigomora also coming in for Gakpo. That was someone that started before for YemiXP. When he played on the main stage, but he went with Gakpo in this one.
I prefer the Nigomura. His body type is better than Gakpo for me. But I think I see what Yemi is doing. Now that Gakpo has played his time, I think he's doing.
Yes. At this point, you just want to not necessarily keep the ball, but you want to make sure that you're not conceding one too early to make sure that your opponent doesn't even have a slight chance of thinking about the comeback.
Yes.
It's 3-1 the scoreline. Are we going to be singing Olays very soon? For this man, YemiXP. He's grinded. He's persevered. This might be his moment. Oh, but what does this man have to say about that? A free kick given in the end.
I think he should go for goal. If he's very good at this, he should score it. Or he can pass.
Let's see what is going to happen. Ooh. That man, Alisson Becker, coming up clutch. These are moments where you need your goalkeepers to come up for you. Good use of the second man press right there. But nasty man.
Whoa.
That man, Dahyour.
I think that's the goal of the tournament.
we might say that will be the nominees for the EE29 award. The Emmanuel Menike Award will be coming up for this episode. Just follow the page, PSM_NG. More content coming for you. These matches will also be uploaded. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel. We're speaking about that.
Such a quick reply.
That man, Chiesa, we're speaking about that was starting on the 9 roll for the man, YemiXP.
just like what I said initially, that the people that played against him, he kept on complaining about his low dribbling. He's so precise with his low dribbling, and he has made us see that all his goals, I think everything has been a low dribbling.
It's so far he's been an entertaining one from Yemi. He's surely locked in for this one.
Very locked in.
Right there, we saw the Italian man. It might be an Italian mob that coming up clutch right here in the final.
A goal here
Chiesa.
will put us in our seat. A goal here will put us in our seat.
Ooh, Alison Baker.
A goal here will put us on our seats.
No one's looking to give
Nice.
up at this point. You need to make sure you don't lose that pass. Because one goal can make it out tricky in this final moment. Nioni, let's wing. Does YemiXP have one for us?
Whoa!
And he's the king, the Mo Salah. Oh!
Yemi can see passes that we can't even see. I think the match is over at this point.
You can start calling him a champion. Because he's come to
90+1.
claim the Iron Throne.
Just like
Yeah,
what
the
I
Johnny
said.
Minis. That man they call YemiXP. Finally, a champion here at the Johnny Minis. He's come here to claim his crown.
You know, I said it in my prediction that Yemi this is his night. You know, this is his night. Top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer. And the winner here at the Johnny Mini Season 2 Episode 3. We have our champion.